Back here at Copeland Park, and the Logger Dog in between innings, helping to lead fans in the baseball national anthem, Take Me Out to the Ball Game. A new pitcher is out on the mound for the Rochester Honkers. Sean Finn will take the mound here in the 7th inning. Dave Sever departing after 6 innings. He went 6 innings with giving up no runs, only 4 hits, struck out 3 and walked only 1 batter. That was the leadoff hitter of the game, and then didn't walk a single guy after that. And now Sean Finn.
He was very sharp, and both pitchers have been very tough, but I think both are starting to tire in the heat and humidity a little. Finn is 1-6 with a 3.27 ERA in 25 games, all in relief. In fact, he's only pitched 41 innings. So.
And he hits Willie Bowman to lead off the 7th inning, and that is the first hit batsman that we have had tonight.
It's the kind of game you're going to get on any way you can.
That's right. Well, you talked about it. In a game like this, it could come down to one mistake, and that could be the mistake that helps the Loggers push that first run.
Really, I mean, it's shaping up like that kind of game. You know, late inning error or walk with the bases loaded or something like that that could determine it.
Matt Lenski, the designated hitter, up to the plate. He is 0 for 2 tonight. Squaring around to bunt, lays that one down, and that gets in between the third baseman and the pitcher. And 2 mistakes lead off the Loggers 7th inning.
Interesting enough, you could argue that probably the way he bunted the ball was a mistake. He didn't dent it at all, but he may have seen a little bit, the way the third baseman was coming in, he may have seen a little bit of a hole. And the pitcher was a little slow coming off the mound, so he just poked it right between them. Of course, your shortstop in that situation is going over to cover second, so he had no play on the ball.
And it is ruled a hit for Matt Lenski.
Number 30, center fielder.
And now Phil Bartz to the plate.
I think I would have him lay down one again here, possibly.
Well, the corners are playing in just slightly, trying to guard as best they can against that bunt try. Now they'll sprint in as Bartz squares around, but it's down low for ball 1.
The thing here is it's absolutely essential for Bartz to try to bunt the ball to make the third baseman handle the ball.
Oh, high and tight to Bartz. And he had to pull away to avoid getting hit. And now it's 2-0.
That is in some ways where a batter is most vulnerable, is a high tight thing when he's starting to square around the bunt.
Just not a lot of reaction time when you're leaning out over the plate. And the catcher having to come in to talk to Finn and try to calm him down a little on the mound, and now we'll take a chat with the first baseman. First 2 batters have reached here in the 7th inning. Nobody out, and 2-0 to Phil Bartz. Bartz squares around. This one laid down in front of the plate and thrown out, but the job is done, and the runners advance to second and third.
Yeah, he didn't get it down the third baseline, like again would be the classic textbook, but he got it out far enough along where it was in no man's land. The catcher had to handle it.
And in fact, Norris stumbled a little bit as he got up to try to field that, so Bartz very nearly had a bunt single. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Troy Henzawa, with runners at second and third. Henzawa so far 0 for 2. A couple of ground outs in his first 2 at-bats. Finn sets and delivers, and that is inside for ball 1. Zawa just needs to hit it to the outfield. He'll square around to bunt. That's up the first baseline, and a run will score. Well, so much for having to hit it into the outfield.
Well, the funny thing is, and, you know, I'm sure the viewers will say, oh, yeah, right. I was going to just say that this is not the worst situation to try a squeeze bunt, since Hanzawa's not hitting very well anyways, but it worked.
So now a runner at third with 2 out. The Loggers have pushed across the first run, and that was that hit by pitch. Willie Bowman comes all the way around to score, and now Spencer Lucian, the leadoff hitter, has a chance to drive in another one.
Well, maybe that we kind of called it possibly if this holds up because the hit batter, and also the fact that the pitcher and the third baseman didn't quite handle that bunt that was hit a little hard between them there. Those were the kind of those could end up being the mistakes.
0-1 now to Lucian. 0-2.
You'd like to get one more out of this, though.
Yeah, get that insurance right. Two out, runner on third, an 0-2 count to Lucian. Down in the dirt, and a good block by Norris. And that will keep Lenski at third. Spencer Lucian 2 for 2 tonight, and he had that lone walk in the first. Just gets a piece of that as he sends that one toward the honker dugout. Foul ball.
He literally almost hit that one out of the catcher's glove. He was real late on it, but obviously it was close enough they thought, I better not leave that go, and just got the tip of the bat on it.
So 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Lucian. Holds back on that one. He thought about it. Now even at 2-2. And again fouled off. Two and 2 the count to Spencer Lucian. Lenski at third. Just got a piece of that one too. And Lucian doing everything he can to keep this at bat alive.
This is a good at bat. At least 7 or 8 pitches. He's fouled the last 3 off. He's hardly made a mark on the bat with the last 3. He hasn't got a whole lot of wood on it, but just enough to foul tip him at least.
Again, the 2-2. Up high, and Lucian holds back to make the count full. And he draws the walk. The ball got away from Norris, the quick throw to third, and he's safe. Lenski drifting a little bit too far away from third, looking to see if he had an opportunity to score, and just got back to third in time.
That was very close, and the third baseman lost the ball on the tag. I think Lenski was back anyways, but.
Second baseman, number 12.
So now Justin Toole to the plate with runners at the corners and 2 away.
Well, I think I would definitely send Lucian here just to try to get them to make a play. He did have a stolen bases last time that he got on base, so I would send him and try to make them make that play at second base.
Called strike to Toole. See Lenski at third. Lucian is at first. The 0-1 to Toole. Ball 1.
Lenski's a catcher, and most catchers, not all, but most catchers don't run that well.
Yeah.
So you may not want to try a double steal here, but I think it's worth it to send Lucian and have them make a play at second. You never really throw it away.
Strike 2 to Toole, and Lucian really hasn't gone too far away from first base. He's only taken about a step and a half off the bag. So really not leading off enough to get a good jump to second. The 1-2 to Toole. And there is a nice stop by the second baseman, Spaeth, and the throw over to first to end the Logger threat. But the damage done as the Loggers get 1 run here in the 7th inning. And after 7, it's the Loggers 1 and the Honkers nothing. Back with more Logger Baseball on TV 25 right after this.